I walk the streets of my town, taking a view of the town.
Hi guys, before I delve into this gist, you must know that none of the stories that will be told in this video is an opinion of SunnyTube channel. Rather, they are facts that have been gathered online and from testimonies from people that are directly involved. So listen to the story. It all began years ago when a man came out, a man named Mayegun Olaoye. He went online to claim he is the father of Tope Alabi's daughter. He began claiming the girl in 2018 on Instagram. He began by sharing multiple posts where he claimed Ayomikun is his biological daughter and comparing her face to his to show the resemblance. He also tagged Tope Alabi to every of his posts. Back then, Mayegun Olaoye also alleged that Tope Alabi had blocked every avenue for him to know his biological daughter in the past years. Before I go on, let's go through some of his posts. See the first one he posted. Tomorrow, 7th of May 1998, will be exactly 20 years that you were delivered at the CAC Maternity Home, PWD Oshodi. I was full of joy because you were my first fruits in life. I named you Mary Ayomiku Oyegoke at my house in Shomolu on the 14th of May 1990. Ayomideku, I am your biological father, which nobody can claim to be. Happy birthday to my firstborn. I love you and I will forever love you. May you be successful in life. Long life and prosperity, my darling daughter. The same man, Mayegun Olaoye, went on to post this in 2018, as you can see. Happy 20th anniversary of your life. As you celebrate your birthday today, I want to tell you that Daddy loves you and will continue to love you because you are and remain my first child, Mary Ayomiku Oyegoke. Do have a lovely day, my baby. He also posted a third one trying to show the resemblance between daughter and father on the 7th day of May 2018, captioning it, "See father, see daughter." At this point, the response that he wanted came first from his daughter. Ayomi Kun, the daughter of the popular gospel singer Tope Alabi, came out to say after this that she is her mother's husband's daughter, that is Soji Alabi, and the man is the only father she knows. Back then, during an interview with Punch, Ayomikun stated that she was not surprised about the developments as her mother had since informed her about the man who claimed to be her father. Ayomikun stressed further that the only father that she has is Soji Alabi, who has been married to her mother for over 2 decades. That means Ayomikun knew fully well that Soji Alabi is not a real father. She stated, I will always know that my father is Soji Alabi. I do not know any other person and I have never met any other man. I cannot blatantly deny him because I have heard about him, but I have never had anything to do with this man. My mother never blocked the avenues for us to see. My mother even tried for me to have a relationship with him. I remember when I was about 15 years old. She used to tell me about him, but he never tried to reach out to me. I am very grateful to God for the kind of mother and father that I have. After God, my parents are next in my life, she said. She also continued, I cannot bear his surname. How can I bear the surname of someone that I have never met? There is no sense in that. I do not even know his surname. How can I bear the name of someone I have never met? God knows my real father, and everyone knows who my real father is. I did not know this man when I was in crèche, daycare, primary, secondary, or during my university days. I graduated and did not get a congratulatory message, absolutely nothing from him. She added and concluded, so there is no much story to tell. It is just a story about an irresponsible father, and he is trying to cut every relationship he could ever build with his so-called daughter. Furthermore, Ayomikun stated that the only way she can grant Olaoye audience is if they meet in court. Mm. And as at that time, there was a judgment to that effect. She said, if the man wants to reach out to me to patch things up, it will be in court. I do not think that I want to patch things up with him, but I know that I will definitely meet him in court if he ever wants to talk. It cannot be a civil matter because he did not make it a civil matter when he went to social media to talk. Back then, people thought that he was actually blackmailing the family of Tope Alabi. However, the daughter's revelation confirmed that this is indeed her father. She said, I have spoken to my mother about it and we are all fine. It was not something that shocked us. He is not blackmailing the family, but he is an example of a bad father. The court case and the public outburst from Ayomikun about her father prompted the younger brother to Tope Alabi's ex-husband to allegedly open can of worms and exposing another side to Tope Alabi's daughter's paternity. He said he had to let it out so that the public will know the truth and what Tope Alabi actually did to his elder brother. These were the things he said. I am the brother to the father, and we can't just be responding to all this matter because it might blow out of proportion. That will now be as if we want to run Tope Alabi's musical career down. But with this advice she gave to Ayo to blow it on social media more without asking about how the blogger got the story might open past healed wounds for both parents who have moved on in life. The fact is that a serious allegation of Ayomikun being a bastard came up, and my brother had to state the facts that he is the father and can't deny the fact that she gave birth to her. He also went on to say if a blogger now wants to make story trend with it, is it anyway my brother's fault? I live in same room with Tope and my brother at Oguntolu in Onikpanu those years. I can give you first-hand information about how they met and how Tope took charge of him, and they both began to live as husband and wife. My brother took good care of Tope throughout the pregnancy till she gave birth to the baby. He threw Owambe party with musicians on the bandstand. Majority of the who is who of those days in the Yoruba movie producers and marketers at Idumota were all in attendance. He said and continued, go and ask of them who didn't know the story of Olaoye and Tope. Do you know what Soji Alabi was to Tope when she was still married to my brother? Do you know how many times I came back from school to Lagos and met Soji in my brother's house with Tope alone? And all I could get when I told my brother was a beating of my life for saying rubbish of his wife. And he was defending her that Soji was just a sound engineer and producer. Until she moved out with the baby, just barely a year old, and within the next year got married to Soji Alabi. That was within 1 year of leaving her husband. That's when the reality dawned on my brother, he continued. Do you know she left my brother bankrupt when she left with a movie and music album my brother sponsored? Let me tell you this, and I challenge Tope Alabi to come out to dispute it, and I will be willing to call both to face each other and open all past wounds. The child was born in 1998 and Tope left my brother in 1999. She took the baby. Since her life changed, money and fame started coming. She took the child away from her mother to her husband's house, and that was when we stopped going to see this baby. My brother do call once a while to ask to see the child. She would say she is busy and not always around in the country. She kept posting us. She would bring the baby but never did. My brother is married too and has kids and had moved on too. I don't think any right-thinking person would advise anyone to be going to their married ex's house, all in the name of wanting to come look after a child. He went further. Fast forward to 2018 when the child clocked 20 and Tope granted an interview with Punch newspaper where Tope Alabi said she was a virgin till she married Soji Alabi. That was when issues started and the paternity matter began. As we were told that Ayomikun was said to be Soji Alabi's biological daughter, and those that knows the story began to say she is a bastard, but my brother had to do a post to clear the air. Then on his Instagram page on the 20th birthday of Ayomikun, he tagged her and tagged Tope Alabi too in order to make it clear. He is not asking to father the child now, neither is he clamoring to sit down at her wedding as it is being said in some blogs and comments. After the 20th birthday, part of the moves my brother took to clarify the issue was inviting Tope Alabi to ask why she had to change the child's name. Is it to cover up her past or what? The meeting was organized by some major Yoruba films producer and marketers in person of Alhaji Wasiu of Wastayo Films and Alhaji Ishola Said of Isolak Films at the Arena, Oshodi. I was also in attendance and I recorded all the discussions we had that day. Even Tope Alabi herself said that we can record her words. She said one thing she knew clearly was that Olaoye didn't treat her badly, nor wish her bad. Hence, she didn't tell Ayomikun any bad of him. That if anything, she, Tope Alabi, was the one who offended Olaoye, and she would gladly apologize to him. What a story. He went on. She said the reason she had to change the name of the child was because most times then she do travel abroad for her music ministrations and she always had the issue of going to get the father's consent for her baby. And to make things easier for her, she had to change the name to Alabi for visas and traveling with her. Not that she denied her to know the story of her real father. Right there that day, she gave him the number of the child, and I and my brother spoke to her for some times after then, but they both didn't get along. We cautioned our brother to tread gently from getting close with her now, as people might say he was trying to dig the past of his ex. It baffles us seeing comments from those who do not even know the real story. He continued, we never intended to run anyone down. We all have our past and we believed the past should be a past. No one is trying to claim any child or whatsoever. What my brother did to inform the bloggers was to clarify issues regarding her paternity, that she is called a bastard bearing another person's name and denying her real father. In conclusion, he added, we have cleared the main issue of the paternity, and whoever she likes, she should call her father. No one will be hurt by that. We know whose gene is in her. The lineage she belongs to is from Owo, Ondo State, as Soji Alabi is a Kogi man, and knows for sure the child he nurtured is Funto, which nothing bad must happen to. That is a fact that can never be altered. Time will tell for us all. No wonder her father or any member of her father's family were not represented. This has been stated from this revelation.